everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 and compare it against the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and see which particular watch is the better one for you. Now, I will tell you, for every single person out there, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 isn't really as good of a watch as the Galaxy Watch 7. The Watch 7 is a substantially better watch for every single person out there, and that really is the one that I'd recommend every single person to go ahead and pick up. The Galaxy Watch 7 is one of those devices that's going to stand the test of time for so many years, and if I'm going to go and recommend a Samsung phone to somebody, it's definitely going to be the Galaxy Watch 7. I think the Galaxy Watch 3 is still an interesting device when it comes down to it. I think that's one of those devices that I look at and I'm like, if you still have it, that's fine if it still works in your workflow. But the Watch 7 is just the better watch in every single way, and I would 100% recommend the average person to go and buy it. If you want to pick up these particular watches, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 on the outside is basically giving you this 1.4-inch, Super AMOLED display. Now it has that 41mm size or that 45mm size, depending on which way you want to go. But keep in mind, these sizes, although they were a little bit bigger, they were definitely bigger size than just the display itself. Because the display itself was, big, but it also had a big amount of bezel around it too, depending on which model you got. So that could be kind of a downside for some people. So I definitely will tell you from that side, that's one big thing to keep in mind, is that display isn't perfect, although it's held up okay. It's definitely not the best display of all time, and that definitely can be kind of an annoying thing going on for this type of panel. Now with the Watch 7, this is definitely a way better panel. You can either get it in the 40mm or 44mm size, and I definitely will tell you from that side, both these panels are very good, but the Watch 7 is substantially better. It gets substantially brighter. It just looks so much nicer. There's way less bezel on it as well, and it's more of just a future-proofed Galaxy Watch when it comes down to it than the Galaxy Watch 3. So that right there is another very big thing to keep in mind here as well. Now on the sides, you're getting your standard buttons that you normally would have. You can click the buttons in and out, so that's totally fine as well. That's another really cool thing going on here too. On the back side, you have the wireless charging pad. You have the ability of wirelessly charging or reverse wireless charging your Galaxy Watch from your other Galaxy Watches that are supported with this, or your Galaxy phones that are supported. The band structure, interestingly enough, is still kind of the same. Attaching and removing the bands is still kind of the same type of experience on this, which has always been a very interesting thing for me. I never understood why Samsung hasn't changed this yet, and I still feel like they could be giving us a better experience when it does come down to that overall experience here. So that right there, once again, not the biggest deal in the world, but it is just one of those minor things to kind of keep in mind here, in my personal opinion. Now, on top of that, beyond that, there's not really anything super crazy going on here. It's kind of obvious which one is the better one. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, you can still do some things with it. You can still go ahead and make calls and check notifications, track your workouts, everything like that. But the Watch 7 is just giving you just a substantially better experience, like in every single way you can kind of imagine. I mean, the performance is better because it is giving you more RAM, more internal storage, better processor inside of it as well. So because of that, those types of applications are just going to be giving you just an overall better experience. But on top of that, another big thing to keep in mind here too is the fact that the device like the Galaxy Watch 7 is also going to be giving you probably just overall better software updates and better applications and application support when it kind of comes down to it. So I do think that kind of stuff is a very big thing to keep in mind here too, because you can basically just go ahead, go through, pick up a watch that's going to be giving you a very solid experience. And I do think this in and of itself is another very nice thing going on here too. And I will tell you, going from a Galaxy Watch 3 to a Galaxy Watch 7, that's where you're going to be noticing really big differences and really big changes when it comes down to it as well. So personally for me, I think that in and of itself is another very big thing to keep in mind here too. And ultimately, I mean, it's kind of obvious which one is the better one here. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 7, from every single way you can kind of imagine, is going to be the better device. The only advantage the Galaxy Watch 3 really has is when it comes down to the when it comes down to the price. The Galaxy Watch 3 is a substantially cheaper, watch than the Galaxy Watch 7. So you're definitely going to be noticing really big differences there in my personal opinion. Otherwise though, the Galaxy Watch 7 is a way better watch in every single area, and that is kind of the one I'd recommend the average person to go ahead and buy. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.